And how cool that soon after acting in Denai's play on Broadway, you're acting with her in a Marvel movie. I mean, it's just so crazy, bizarre, but cool at the same time.
Yeah, I was on stage doing her play, knowing that I was going to be in Black Panther, and I didn't know that she was going to be in Black Panther until Ryan Coogler came to see the play, and then we both had cheeky smiles, and then we were like, wait a minute, we're doing this together? That's dope.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so tell me what I need to know about this concept of you and Winston Duke, who was your Yale friend and your co-star in Us, going to the Avengers movie together in the theater, like the first one.
Yeah.
And you guys were big Hulk fans. What was the attraction?
Well, we love Avengers, and we went to see the movie together, and we were both just blown away by Hulk. We loved what Mark Ruffalo did in that movie, and we were just like geeking out about being in that universe. And we're like, man, wouldn't it be cool someday? What if we were able to do that? That would be cool. And then Black Panther happened.
With you guys both, it's just all too good to be true. Nakia has to be the most physical performance that you've given on screen as far as the fight scenes and all of the tough stuff there, right?
I beg to differ.
Oh, tell me.
You know what? I mean, I must say, the Wakanda workout regime, I need it back. Because, man, I looked at my biceps. I was like, wow, they were tight. I would like that back. But it was definitely very physical. But Us was actually more physical for me. Okay. Because I mean, Black Panther for sure. I mean, all the mixed martial arts that I had to learn and the shape that I had to be in. It was the skills that I had to learn, the weaponry and all that. It was definitely very challenging. It was the most challenging thing I had done physically up until that point, until Us came.
Got it. What are your memories of, I mean, the one thing that's so great about Black Panther, and I think this bleeds through to the screen, not only this great group of female actors who are in the film, like you and Angela Bassett and Janai Gurira and Letitia Wright, who's so great, but then there was Rachel Morrison, who was the DP. There was Ruth Carter, who was doing the costumes. How did that all affect things that there were so many great roles on both sides of the camera for women?
How did it affect things? Well, it feels great to be a woman at work, and to be surrounded by excellence, everybody brought their best to Black Panther. And because we just knew that we had an opportunity that we just could not squander. And we were also proving a lot. Unfortunately, it's unfair, but it's true. We had to prove ourselves. And we knew that, but the potential was there, and it was up to us to just bring our A game, and that's what everybody brought. And the thing about it, when you look at that set, you don't think that's a woman's set. It's a great set, the costumes, the hair, all of it. So it ceases to be important that it's women, though it is significant that it was women. The value of it is not the womanhood. The value is the excellence that those women brought.
When was the moment that you and the other members of the cast and crew realized it was becoming a phenomenon? Was it after it came out that first weekend? Was it a few weeks later? Was it before? When was it?
It was when the trailer dropped.
Oh.
I think, I realized the phenomenon was definitely when the trailer dropped. And, I was on a flight or something. I got home, put on the TV, put the YouTube on, what's this? And I watched it, and I screamed, I got up, I twerked, I was like, this is amazing! I had a good dance party about it, and then I realized I need support. Cause and then of course I visited Twitter, and Twitter was aflame. And all the memes and the things, and they were just pouring in, and I was just like, I need support. And so, got in touch. I was like, we need to form a support group, so that we could share this experience together, because, this is, something is happening, and we are at the core of it. And so we would just support each other and send the funniest memes and the gifs and the whatnot. And it was so much fun. And, because social media is such a many splendid thing, and the creativity on social media is wild, right? And so with all the memes about what people were gonna wear and all of that, and likening it to coming to America and the first, it was so much fun. And then that just led to people actually dressing up and going to this theater. I mean, yeah, when you see that, and you see it all around the world, like we saw it in South Korea, I saw it in the people in Uganda and Nigeria. There was straight up drums at the cinema. Wow, But it was this incredible phenomenon, and people were it wasn't just about the embracing of African culture, which is amazing, because African culture has indeed informed so much culture around the world. It's high time that it gets the praise it deserves. But it was also people reaching to their own cultures, people in their Indian garb and their Korean garb and, their Mexican garb. It's about embracing yourself, embracing your roots, that it inspired that in everyone. That feels like a job well done.
Yes. On that same theme, I want to talk briefly about something that I know very little about, which is an upcoming project you have called Americana for HBO Max, and it's a limited TV series directed. The first few episodes, I think, are by Chinonwe Chukwu, who did Clemency when I had Aldous Hodge here the other night. She was the director of that film.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about what to expect from this? I know nothing about it.
Well, it's an adaptation of the book by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. And it's a book that I have loved, and I went after it from 2013. That's how serious I was. I had no clout. 12 Years hadn't come out. I read this book. I pre-ordered it, and then I read it, and immediately I saw a friend's name in her acknowledgments. I got in touch with him. I said, please, I just want to write Chimamanda an email. Can you just get it to her? That's all I ask. And he was like, I'm an actor from Kenya, and I really want the rights to this, though I have nothing to say except I'm going to be in a movie called 12 Years a Slave. And I have been championing it ever since. And then with working on 12 Years a Slave and forming a relationship with Plan B, I told them about the book. They jumped on board before you knew it. Chimamanda didn't think I was a crazy person, and we got the rights. And now 6 years late, is that 6 years? I don't even know how many years later, we're finally making it. And it's this incredible love story about these two Nigerians who get separated because of circumstance. The girl goes to America and the guy ends up in the UK, and it's about them struggling to find their belonging and dealing with identity crises and race and immigrant culture and hair and and I love it, and I can't wait for you all to experience it.
Which is when?
I don't know. Soon. We roll this year. I can tell you that much.
Got it.
So it'll be out.
And then
soon after that.
Is this whole thing with you playing Trevor Noah's mom and his memoir, is that a
That's
reality?
the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. Yes.
Have you shot it?
No. We haven't shot it, but that's
Okay.
coming up as well. Yeah, I
Very
read that book as well, and I called Trevor and said, "Can I play your mama?"
Yeah. I'm very excited for that one too. Born a Crime, right?
Born a Crime, yes.
Okay.
It's a great book. It's a really incredible
so smart.
book.
It's just crazy. All right, so we have one more clip to show. Guess what movie it's from? The reason we're here, us. Here it is.